Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have.
Hello everybody, it's Ted here, and I'm coming to you today with the start of a little playthrough of a game called Thomas Was Alone. Now this is a sort of charming little indie puzzle platformer by Mike Biffle, or Biffle, however you pronounce that. And so it's about the story of this little pink rectangle here, who is called Thomas, and his journey through this strange, blocky world, and who knows what will happen to him. Well, people who've already played the game know, but I'm not one of them yet, so you and me, we can find out together. So, the main objective is obviously to get Thomas to this little outline thingy here, and so, oh, just gonna tease him a bit. Haha. No, I'm going to be nice, that's... So, this is actually, for such a minimalist game, it's fairly plot intensive, very story driven, and so the story is delivered entirely through these narrations.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Right, so one other quick note. This game is split into sort of chapters, as you'd expect. I think there's about 10 of them, something like that. And there's about 10 levels in each.
Interesting. Thomas couldn't
Stop
fall past this
interrupting me,
block.
narrator. I'm talking.
Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
Yes, we'll get to that in a minute, but as I was saying, there's about 10 chapters of 10 levels, and so I think we'll do one video per chapter. So we're on the first chapter right now, which would make logical sense, you know. And so Thomas needs to learn to jump, but since I've been jumping constantly for the past 2 levels, this shouldn't be too hard.
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Good job, buddy. You should be proud of yourself.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Okay, this is a biggie. This is a biggie, Thomas. So you're gonna have to really pull the boat out for this one. So come on, buddy. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. Go! That's the spirit. He's a precocious little bastard, isn't he?
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
Well,
he was starting to suspect it might even be doing something.
Very rude interrupting me, Mr. Narrator Man. It's actually Danny Wallace who does the narration for this game, if you were wondering. Well, everybody knows that in platformers water is evil, so we're going to go this way and avoid the nasty water. Oh god, run Thomas, run, run! The world is falling apart, run! You're going to die, run, run! Okay, that was a close call. But we made it. We made it.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
It's probably not important. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
He's pretty paranoid, isn't he, Thomas?
Designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Oh, bollocks, I buggered that up, didn't I? I mean, not me, sorry. Thomas buggered it up. Bad Thomas. There's why you should be paranoid, you're terrible.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
Okay, look, Thomas, there's no need
He
to
made
be...
another mental note. 4.
There's no need to be
Water.
such a wuss.
Not good. To be avoided.
Just, I'm sure the water's fine. Oh, no, it's not fine. So, yeah, my earlier hypothesis about water being evil, totally correct. Ah, good, so we've got checkpoints. That's what checkpoints look like, children, remember it. And we're just gonna bounce our way along to the end. Woohoo! Oh, this looks a bit complicated.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Oh, poor guy. All he wants is a hug. But he's all alone in his little boxy universe. Just think about that for a second. Imagine if you were a pink rectangle, completely featureless, and you were lonely and excessively paranoid. I don't think you'd enjoy that. I know I wouldn't.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Okay, there's no need to get depressed. Right, so this is the last level of this chapter, so we're just going to bomb through this, and then that'll be the end of this video, and we'll continue in the next video. So these are going to be fairly short videos, it seems, at least to start with. I suppose once the levels start getting more complicated, it'll start taking me longer to get through chapters. And so, the level's going a bit crazy here, and it's a bit tricky to jump, so I'm just going to... These noises are completely necessary to enhance my platforming ability, don't question me. Okay, I'm being edited. So, Thomas has progressed through the first chapter of his existence. He seems to be doing quite well, although he's very lonely. But who knows, maybe we'll meet some new friends in the next chapter, which you will have to wait till the next video to find out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.